Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Crypto Space, and in this video we are going to cover render, but let's quickly have a look at the crypto bubbles. As you can see guys, over here on a weekly we've got pretty much a lot of tokens that are high up, but obviously that's only on a daily and more gains are going to be made very soon in the coming weeks and days. As we can see over here, Blur is up 17%, Chills token is up 16.4, Pulse chain is up 11.7, and Beam 9.2, as well as Say up 10%, which is obviously great for Say. Okay, then let's have a look quickly at render over here on CoinGecko. As we can see, render is currently trading at $3.85 with a market cap currently sitting at 1.4 billion USD, with 24 trading volume sitting at 53,000 US dollars. And as we can see over here on a 7 days chart guys, we pretty much went below from the local all-time high at $4.37, or actually yes, I thought it was 5, but it was 4.37. okay, up to $3.80, which is a very good accumulation zone over here. As we can look over here on the 24-hour time frame, we are pretty much still going sideways. That is good because we can buy those dips, and of course only if you believe in the vision of a render. And now let's have a look in general a little bit about a render, right? So in case if you wouldn't know what a render is, that is a distributed GPU rendering on the blockchain, which I personally do believe that is going to be a future. And why? And that's because GPU power is pretty much very important nowadays with Web3 and everything that's going on. If you guys are into games, right, I'm pretty sure that you remember the times when it was so difficult to buy PlayStation 5, and that was because there was a problem with supply of GPUs, right? So basically that is a new gold, I believe, in nowadays, right? Of course that doesn't reflect on the price now, but in a few years time, and of course this bull cycle, render and projects like render are going to see a huge adoption in my opinion. And of course another thing is that Apple is going to release their Vision Pro goggles, and that is going to be obviously rendered, right? And Apple potentially is going to use render service to render everything that's going on in these glasses. So that's very bullish thing for render and projects alike, but obviously that is just a beginning of the new future, I believe, right? So even if we are looking for a long-term perspective, render and projects alike are very bullish in my opinion. But okay, let's have a look over here at this chart for altcoins before we are going to go into a renders chart. Okay, so as we can see over here, the Gaussian channel just flipped a green. This is extremely bullish for alts in 2024-2025. so obviously guys, we just flipped bullish. Let me zoom it in a little bit over here. As you can see over here guys, that is going to be huge for altcoins, and we are going to see major gains upcoming. That's on a weekly time frame, and that is Titan of a Crypto on Twitter. So if you are interested guys, shout out to person named Titan of Crypto on Twitter. And now let's have a look over here guys. That's Altcoin Market Cap. As we can see over here, that is Wyckoff accumulation phase that we are pretty much leaving now. So price is currently consolidating above the point of breakout. Altcoin rally incoming. As you can see over here, accumulation schematic to Wyckoff events and phases. As we can see over here, we were in the Wyckoff accumulation zone, and now we are exiting that zone, which is very bullish thing for altcoins. And speaking about altcoins again, we are currently at 76 if it comes to that indicator over here. So that looks like it's altcoin season, especially with Bitcoin dropping. So let's have a look over here at Etherscan. As you can see over here, render wallets are significantly growing over here. That is a very bullish thing. I'm pretty sure like many people are accumulating render that are believing into that project, of course. And now let's have a look at total crypto market cap over here before we are going to enter renders chart. So as we can see, guys, we are rallying pretty much over here hard on all coins, but I do believe that is just a beginning, because have a look how much we've got to go, and obviously that market cap is going to surpass its all-time high. Remember, that's excluding BTC and ETH. So we have already saw a huge gains if it comes to altcoins, but let's have a look over here at a daily chart to determine what is going on. As you can see over here, we are currently trading sideways in terms of a market cap, right? We've got some profit taken on all of the altcoins besides Ethereum and Bitcoin, but the momentum is building up. As you can see over here, we are pretty much at 52, and if it comes to RSI, which means that it's much healthier for a next pump to probably 570 billion zone, and we are going to test that at that line of resistance, just like we did over here, right? As you can see over here, guys, right? That's what we are doing in terms of total market cap. Every single time we are anticipating a huge pump like this, for example, right? We saw a big pump of 25%, then the second one, that's 12%, and obviously consolidation over here on that line of resistance, right? And obviously that's something that we are going to see. As you can see over here, we went up roughly 10%, right? 12 actually, and now we are building up momentum for retesting that next level of resistance, and that looks very bullish for altcoins. But now finally, let's have a look on what is going on a daily time frame. First of all, for render, and we are going to look at smaller time frame to determine on what is going on. Let me just delete that. So as you can see, guys, we already saw huge gains on render over here. If you are accumulating a render in this time over here, that will be great for you guys, because that over here is pretty much a buying accumulation zone for render. Of course, I'm not saying that that was the only time. I do believe that render is still going to go much higher than it is right now, especially after Apple is going to release their goggles, right? So let's go back over here and let's have a look. As you can see, guys, here when we were at RSI of 86, we're pretty much exhausted over here, same as over here, and on RSI we are pretty much building downtrend, right, which is okay. I do believe that's fine, because obviously that allows us, that situation allows us to accumulate more over here. Please remember, never jump into the project that is doing huge pumps, because it's obvious that it's going to do a bit of consolidation and profit taken is going to take place. So if I'm going to zoom it in right now, guys, as you can see over here, render is building something like triangle that is going to be, in my opinion, a bullish triangle. As you can see here, right, that looks very bullish for render. So we are going to squeeze here on a daily, and we are going to see potentially a next pump up to, let's say, from this level, that would be 130% if render is going to retest the next line of resistance. And why I do believe that it could potentially happen? Well, it's because of that, guys. Okay, render and projects alike are receiving a huge adoption in the space, and I do believe that render's $8 is just the beginning, right? So let's go back over here to CoinGecko and let's have a look at that market cap, right? Obviously everybody has their different numbers in terms of market cap and their predictions, right? But I will give you my prediction, right? Market cap is currently sitting at $1.4 billion, right? And if I'm going to I just pull out my calculator quickly, and if I'm going to do 1.4 times 30, that's going to be $42 billion. So let's ask ourselves a question. Can a render reach a market cap of $42 billion? Well, I do think that is possible. Actually, this bull cycle, so render could potentially give us a 30x, right? But obviously, taking out our profits will be much healthier, not necessarily waiting for that magical 30x, because that might not ever happen, or at least that bull cycle, guys. All right then, let me know in the comments down below if you think that my render prediction for the future is too bullish or maybe too bearish. All right then, that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace and love, crypto.